cord. Return to Yomor. Ooh, we're going back to Yomor.
Yay. Finally get to see the fatty again.
Yeah, who's definitely not the Light Warden. Whatever gave you that idea?
Definitely not.
Ah, Master Slime. I trust you had a pleasant rest? While you were ensconced in your chamber, a message arrived for you from the Exarch. He bid you come to the Ocular at your earliest convenience. And, sir, whatever your duties may take you next, I shall pray for your safe return. May the night keep you. Oh, right, here's the Aether.
What's up, Peter? Peter is staring at me.
Hi, Peter.
And doing the maniacal giggle. But it definitely isn't spoilery.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest?
No, I keep getting interrupted by a ghost.
That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Norvrand. Only one remains, that of Calusia, and with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrand once and for all.
I don't think it's going to be that simple.
It will be a new beginning for the First. A chance for the people to rebuild their world.
Because something is always going to go wrong.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th umbral calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreamed of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. Twould be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose.
Ooh, thank you for the primary sub. More money. Yay.
A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you. You won't object if I borrow your plaything?
Does it mean the ocular or me? Oh, okay, the ocular.
In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe.
Yeah, Emmett Selk is pretty great.
This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you? Two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star. Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the sundering, me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about, pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th. It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard, a flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
From a purely Asian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo, I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you. Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulmore. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Rite. There we may assess the situation in Yulmore and decide how best to proceed.
Weren't there 7 crystals and ARR that we had to collect?
I'm sorry?
You said that we were 7 times rejoined. Weren't there 7
No,
crystals
I
in
think
ARR?
no, I think it's that every time they performed a rejoining, a calamity occurred. And just like there's a version of the Warrior of Light that exists on each fragment. I think that was the implication. So since like 7 is all, well, 6 has already rejoined, so this is a 7th in progress. I don't know.
Why does he say that about everyone and only the Warrior Light? I think he's implying that the Warrior Light technically survived and merged into our character.
Maybe.
Might also have to do with the echo.
What now?
Like the echo. Maybe it
Oh, the
has to
echo
do with
power.
the echo. Like maybe the echo power is the echo of our other souls or something? Or soul fragments or whatever.
Who knows? I'm not even sure how the echo works.
Or I mean, it's a convenient plot device for the writers. That's how it works.
Whee! There you are. The others have gone ahead to recon into the gate town. We are to follow shortly. It has been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Yulmore? Since we faced Lord Valthree, and I felt such fury as I have never felt before. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in the course of our struggles I found the answer. Is that Valthree's a Light Warden? In Valthree's self-righteousness, in his absolute belief that he, and he alone, is a cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. Ah, yes, the Crystal Braves. Alfie notes not the finest moment. He's a vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Whether he will accept it with a good grace I did is another question. He won't. What does it read? You sense a Light Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different.
It's covered in fat.
Perhaps if we were a little closer. Yeah, Alfino really did grow up. Character-wise. Height-wise, I think he's still the same. Actually, we should probably go back and check the Binding Coil cutscenes with the Now cutscene, see if he actually changed in height. This time we were on our way, in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gate Town. As a precaution, may I ask you that you go first, to ensure that the path is clear? The closer we are to Yulmore, the more I worry that Reen may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. I mean, she already got a hair color changed. Can't we just get her new clothes? No? No, that would be too expensive to render.
Not really. They just need to change the item IDs.
Let me make a joke, dang it. Delirious youth. You hail the civilian, but he does not respond and continues his incoherent rambling. Oh, huh.
You into them. It's not murder.
If you say so.
They're not full human beings. Not full souls. They're fragments. Therefore, it's not murder.
I'm going to ignore that. Yeah, this is not ominous in the slightest.
Let's see how zombie creepy all the rich people are now.
Why do you think eating the Mayol turns him into that?
Maybe.
I mean, what else have these people had to eat?
Talking about peaches that way.
I still say they're not peaches. I still say they're Yulmore and Soylent Green.
Don't you fucking dare.
Wanna bet?
No, I'm not going to accept that as canon even if they try to make it canon.
Ah, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take you notice the people behaving strangely along the path. It's more the same here. Vishal and Alice were investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. Looks like not everyone's affected.
Strange. Passing strange. By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vorthri's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
What can you tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alphino. Well, unless you're triplets.
It's Kaishir.
Kaishir, what are you doing here?
Well, he got kicked out.
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alphino. I thought it best to bring him along.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Yulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things, and whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
I guess maybe he didn't actually get kicked out.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vorthri starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
'Tis like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in Armoreng.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through.
Ew.
Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorthri after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
There's something I need Reen to see.
Yo.
This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. Yulmore doles the stuff out.
No, it couldn't be. I know what it is. It's Sin Eater.
Ooh.
Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
Hey, Kier.
Yes.
So you know when I said Meal is Soylent Green? Meal is people?
Sin Eaters aren't people. So
Sin Eaters are formerly people. People get
No,
killed.
they're not.
People get killed and they get turned into Sin Eaters. Then Sin Eaters get turned into Meal.
Nah,
Meal.
that's not canon.
Meal is people. Meal is
No. Nah, this is not canon. They're white peaches.
Then why would you put them in a stew, Kier? Who puts peaches in a stew?
It's a tasty sweet stew.
Uh-huh.
I will fucking make a white peach stew next year just to prove this.
Oh, I've been saying that ever since Meal was introduced. I've been making Soylent Green jokes ever since. You can back me up on that.
Not even saying how they're white peaches.
No, I have not. Stop gaslighting me.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
Oh, that does explain where they get all the meal from. They drag in people for their talents, and as soon as they're useless, they get turned into Sin Eaters, and then the Sin Eaters become meal. Probably.
That Vorthri wieldeth power over Sin Eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence?
Ooh, do you think Vorthri just gorged on Sin Eater meat and then just... and that's how he became a Light Warden? He just became a Light Warden through eating?
He ate the Light Warden.
I believe it.
It would serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up Sin Eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back. There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
These Sin Eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up? Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city? Many enter, but none leave. Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vorthri's deeds are beyond justification. Beyond forgiveness. Evil.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
I feel like there's gonna be an instance duty. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
When we step through the gates, we shall not find a place of hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. Need some Light Wardens? Yes! If you are prepared for this, then let us sally forth. A feast of lies.
I can feel it. A dark presence in my domain. Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise! Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away!
Vorthri's so fat we had to zoom out this far just so he's on the screen.
Long live Lord Vorthri.
He would use his own people as shields.
This area is older than Gate Town. There are bound to be far more civilians under Vorthri's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
As if we ever would. Press on with Alphano. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
Do no more than is necessary to subdue the civilians. Wasting time reading. Oh no, dialogue's going way too fast for me to read that. Alright, going with Alphinode.
May the 12 guide you.
So mad over the "we aren't real people" comment. Oh. Well, I do not have words of comfort for any response to that. Yeah, just like weird Asian logic.
Pay me back later.
I'll break your funny bone. Gift for you. Right. No more Mrs. Nice Jester.
Canopy. Break the lookout node.
I'll be enjoying this cutscene.
You will find my master in his chamber. But only should you kill me this day. And you will not.
You're one of his puppets too.
You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vorthry's ideals of my own volition. Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict. Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience. But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy. Come, let us settle this once and for all.
Yeah, they just love rambling about their circumstances, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, is that why we ramble? Because we're villains too?
I'm sorry?
Is that why our allies ramble? Because we're villains too?
I guess we're villains in this world, technically, kind of.
Yeah.
Depends on your perspective.
Perspective is that eating so many delicious white peaches and come to destroy the paradise.
You're just never gonna let the white peaches thing go, are you?
Nope.
Well, denial is not healthy here. Duty complete. Are you alright? I'm alive. Citizens appear to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Vault 3 is otherwise engaged. Let's get to the upper level while we can. Oh. This is... I'm not gonna like what I say. Oh, no.
Lord Vorthree! Your reign of tyranny is at an end! For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused! And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance. For the future of all in Norvrant.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong. The Warden, it's not just a Sin Eater. It's a man.
Oh.
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this?
It's Mr. Shit Sherlock first thing, no.
There is no justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine. It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world. Me? Unseated? No. It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd. I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest. I reign from on high. I will not be brought low by maggots like you! Ah! Oh, yes, of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
No, Vothri, you're a Sin Eater, not a People Eater.
He just also ate the fork.
No, stop him! Thancred, stop him!
According to all laws of aviation, there's no way that a Vothri should be able to fly. The Vothri, however, does this anyway.
Jesus.
Where did he go?
He flew. Somehow.
On the power of his chicken nuggies.
So you know how last time we were in here, there was like there was that giant lion sin eater and a bunch of winged angel like sin eaters. I'm pretty sure he ate all of them.
No. No shit.
Yeah. What are we looking at? Oh.
What in the heavens?
Did Vorthri do that?
Before we get up there. I don't have the Aether currents unlocked in this map yet.
Wait! That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Oh, Alphino.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
You don't need my permission.
Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vorthri's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects. Will you let me try?
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
Good news. It seems that Reen is indeed able to reverse the effects of Volthri's influence. Even as we speak, she tends to the afflicted in turn. The problem being, there's no end to them. We're trying to provide what relief we can to those who are waiting, and would appreciate your help if you're willing. You can now tune with the 8th Rain Yomor, finally! Ah. So, here's some dream powder. We're administering it to the enthralled to keep them calm until they can receive proper attention. I would appreciate if you could assist with this task. Now, those affected are scattered all over the city. I suggest starting your search on the derelicts and working your way up. When you're done, be sure to let Reen know. Held at a crystalline mean, this alchemical powder swiftly induces slumber. Oh, it's up there. Oh, there you are. I just finished eating this man. Now for the next one. More on the derricks and below, you say? So many of them. But Minfilia entrusted his power to me. I won't rest until I've helped everyone. I could bring the enthrall to you. Oh, that would certainly make it easier for me to work. Thank you. I'll do my best to keep pace.
You're going to be all right.
I think that's the last of them.
We've done all we can for the wounded. As for the rest...
Aren't you Alphino? The painter boy? What in the world is going on? Did something happen to us?
Let me handle this.
Go, Alphino, go!
Citizens of Yulmore, what I'm about to tell you will come as a shock. Indeed, you may be loath to believe it, but if you trust the evidence of your senses, it is my hope that you will listen and accept the truth, unpalatable though it may be. Vorthri is a sin-eater. Everything he offered, everything he promised, was a lie.
They're not taking it well, and who could blame them?
Are you saying we were Vorthri's puppets all this time?
When you attacked us, you were not yourselves. That much is true. But your conduct prior to that moment was your own. Vorthri's unnatural charisma does not absolve you of all responsibility. Of your own free will, you came to this city and gave yourselves over to its pleasures. And in the course of this, if you mistreated those less fortunate than you, then that too was of your own free will. It is not for me to judge you, but for your victims, for history, for your conscience. You have dreamed a twisted dream, but now you are awake. You may yet share this world of ours. Join with us and each other, that we might begin anew. We've lost so many already. We dare not lose any more. I have said my piece. My thanks for giving me the chance. There is nothing more to be done here. Let us go after Vorthri.
Is there anything we can do to help? You risked your lives to bring us to our senses, and I, for one, hope to repay that debt. Begin anew, as you said.
Vorthri has fled to Mount Gulg, and we mean to pursue him. Do any of you know the way?
The only way to Mount Gulg is over the Bright Cliff. Have you an airship?
Are there airships like littered around here? Can we not charter
We will
one?
contemplate flight only as a last resort.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Were we to come under attack
I
whilst
don't know why we
airborne,
don't
we would have little
charter.
hope of defending ourselves.
Okay, never mind. You should have just explained why.
If at all possible, we would prefer to travel by land. Is there a way?
Well, the ladder is the only way up and down the cliff, but it hasn't moved in a long time. In the old days, it was operated by the mining folk who lived at the top. But after the flood, it saw less and less use, and when Lord Vorthry took control, it was abandoned altogether.
So we somehow need to get the ladder working again.
It moves by means of a Talos, if that's any help. But good luck repairing that.
Talos? Did someone say Talos? You know all about them, don't you, dearest? If anyone can get this lift moving, it's you.
Well, perhaps. But see here.
Oh, yes. If you want the golem restored, you may leave it to my husband.
All untold.
For he happens to be the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, foremost makers of Talos, whose contracts include the renowned mining venture of Armoreng.
Yeah, that's a weird coincidence considering we just helped to repair Talos over there.
Well, it's been years and years since I had anything to do with it. I can't just pick up a hammer and set to work.
You can't.
No, that's not what I... It's just... All right, I will take a look at the Talos. But beyond that, I make no promises. Those with strong backs, come with me. I'll need help dragging the damn thing out of the storehouse.
Well done, brother.
I mean, it's a lot healthier than some other relationship I can mention in Final Fantasy.
Come, my friend. We have work to do.
Almost normal. Ooh, music changed. No, wait, this is the old music, I think. The ladder is situated to the north and west of right. Let us make our way there. Oh, hey, Lons. Right, well, I'm gonna travel ahead to... right. Whee! Where is the teleport? There it is. Combat for functions, all between PvP. Oh yeah, I should probably also do my daily front lines later. Gotta get those series rewards. I get that new set. New glamour. Whee!
Wowzers, I'm finally out of the cutscene.
Hey, yeah. Dost thou see the yonder pair of Talos? But a blessing they were found to be in good repair. Master Shai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Y'shtola and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which had too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we would prevail upon thee to procure lumber. Leave it to me, I'm a botanist. My thanks. Directly to the south, thou wilt find a dry dock, Venmont Yards. Pray see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. Oh yeah, they were stripping ships so they could use the lumber from them. I guess there's not really much of a fishing business going on with the whole flood. Or trade.
But it's a flood of light.
I'm sorry?
It's a flood of light. Why don't they still need fish?
Maybe the fish are also all sin eaters.
That makes no sense.
Nothing ever makes sense.
My cat is just staring at me expectantly. I think he's hoping I have more goat cheese and will give him some, but I don't have any more.
Unfortunate. Oh, there, Senna. I haven't seen you around before. You're to Gate Town, I take it. You need a lumber for a shack, you come to the right place. We can do the building for you, too. Though that'll cost extra. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? We can go chase down and kill a fat man. If you don't have the coin, the least you can do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber is lying about the yard, but most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Grithel for the number. Yeah, and I'll lend you some writing material so you can take notes. Take stock of the near supply lumber at the shipyard. What you can learn can be reviewed in your key items. You count 11 planks in the stack. Taking stock of Irvite, are you? Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. 9 of those were rotted though, so we tossed them out. Oi, Grithel, another load's just arrived. 13 planks all told, but one's damaged. One good for kindling now. Alright then, bring the good ones here and I'll be sure to let Irvite know as well. How many planks does that make now? Hey, you're writing down his numbers anyway, right? I'm sure you can work it out. 70. Where's the other lumber?
Oh, damn it, I forgot I was muted. It's up here.
Oh, thank you. You count 24 planks in the stack. Well, this definitely does not look like 24.
Expect them to, be accurate.
Okay.
Right back.
11, 24, and 71. Adios, how many planks did you count? 106. Alright, that's exactly what I counted. Thanks for the help, friend. Taking stock fare puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. Thanks. As promised, I'll give you your lumber. What do you need it for anyway? To get the ladder working. We've been over this. You're serious about the ladder? I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. Also living, we all let you do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge. You reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on his project? He'd welcome the help. Wonderful! I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder, along with all the lumber you need.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm just heading back over to the ladder. Ah, thou art returned. Wilt thou be able to procure the lumber? Lumber and workers. Well, well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides. Their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Shai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not but that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last do people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us ever onward towards journey's end. Whatsoever may await us when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. Ah, but prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain, detached from the land it is. For the present, it would appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou should take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. Wait for work to be completed. Oh, there we go. I'm pretty sure the next healer role quest I have unlocks after this one. And the question is, do I finish all the role quests before going further in the story, or...
I'm attempting to do that, but I don't think I can in time. Because, red mage is holding me back quite a lot. And I don't want to use it to do
the
white mage
citizens of
either, so I
Yulmore
can sage
engaging
up.
in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible?
Because it's a lot of wasted XP.
Eh.
When I'm basically at the cap.
Rip.
Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason?
Get their spouses to convince them to do it. Oh no, we're talking about Wathri.
You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve. But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it.
Why are you out here? I thought the light was unbearable for you.
Ah, the vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye.
We do receive a very large mix of front-handed and back-handed compliments.
What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying?
Maybe.
Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarok. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this.
Remember?
Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have.
What do you mean, never mind? I kind of want to go... kind of want you to elaborate more on that part. You explained the whole 7 times thing from earlier.
Remember, you are of the source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal, a complete existence in a complete world. But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the Exarch? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl?
Nope.
What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
I never doubted you for a moment.
This was a lot easier than the first time around.
It's alive.
That's because we sat around and waited for them to do it for us.
When we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, aye. But solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Emmett's self. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
Ugh, puns.
That's the spirit. Come on then.
It's time to step up to the plate.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time.
Maybe the reason
Watch
that we
the
can see
horizon grow,
the Warrior
and
of
the town
Darkness
shrink
dude
below us.
is because he's a fragment of our soul.
Maybe.
Awed and terrified in equal measure. We ascended without a word. The silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears. No one but me remembers that day.
Like the background guy going, hey, maybe it was pointing to me. And it's like, nah.
Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
I mean, he's supposed to have the same face as the box art character for Final Fantasy XIV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And I heard that was very deliberate.
yeah, so probably.
That's part of the reason why I thought so.
You thought?
Oh, thought that, you know, they were. Oh, there's. Sorry.
Same person?
Yeah, same person.
Ah. Oh, I wonder if there's a sightseeing log up here.
Probably.
This just looks like a place there should be a sightseeing log. Hey, there you are. Oh, hold on. Sightseeing log. Oh, I think we might find dwarves up here.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, sightseeing log says halted trade with a Highland dwarf, so I guess this is where the dwarves live. Thanks, sightseeing log.
So is Mothra gonna take over the dwarves?
I think they're a little. I think Valtyr's a little too high right now.
I thought you were gonna say too big.
Here, I found someone familiar. you see them?
I do not because you're covering them up, I think. Oh, no, I see I'm up there.
Yep. Right, back to the cutscene.
Sorry, I don't have you at full screen.
Oh. And here we finally are, at top rung. The others should arrive ere long. Alfino, come up here! There's something I need you to see. What could this be about? Okay, fine, just send me back up there when I was just there, okay. Thanks, game. That's what I get for exploring.
You're not exploring on their schedule, so...
Oh, hold on. Nope, not this way. This way. It appears to be a village. There's a village over to the northeast. So there is. Yet after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Nor I. That was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all the while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look. Gotcha! Nope, that's a shoe bill. Ooh, person. You located the mysterious person. However, he seems he has likewise spotted you and hurriedly turns back to the village. Shoe bill moment. There's someone, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate? I'm curious too, I must admit. And I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. It's settled then. Let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. Can't jump on these railings. Amity. Grind victuals. Food has been hung out to dry in the sun, and quite recently by our reckoning. You hear faint sounds from inside the building, however the door refuses to budge. Maybe they think we're sin eaters. Where is...
Why would they think that?
Because there's a lot of sin eaters around?
Yep, but do they look like us or move like us?
Maybe. I mean, some sin eaters do look like people. Some sin eaters were people.
I thought all senators were people.
Yeah, either or. You get what I mean. Cups are half empty, or half full, depending on how you see such things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove. What news? Were you able to find anything of note? People are definitely still living here. Indeed. While there's no one to be seen, 'tis plain that this village is anything but abandoned. If the villagers are trying to conceal themselves, they are doing a rather poor job of it. If they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? Drag them out? I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? Oh, hey, this guy. Tristal, the artist from Yomor. You remember, ever since we parted ways, I worried for you, bound for the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we would meet again, and here of all places. We can say the very same thing to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you hale and whole. Tell me, what is this village? What's Peter yelling about in the background?
I don't know, I apologize.
This is Amity, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Yulmore. Yay, survivors. As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led to the top of the bright cliff. I had been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did anyway, until Mount Gold broke away from the earth, and just as suddenly the ladder started moving again. And you feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives. Aye. But I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here? Well, it involves a long story about a fat man with tiny wings. So Volthry is a Sin Eater, and he's fled to Mount Golg. It is a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Your help will be most welcome, Tristal. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Volthry, we must find a way to reach Mount Golg. Of course. You doesn't need our permission to be here. I will tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. Oh, they're... Yet another hapless soul that Alfie not saved from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Green and I are going to scout out the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh, very well then. Just take care out there. I think he's worried.
I mean, this is a pretty dangerous place.
Yeah, it's so high level.
Also closer to the Bothri,
That too.
whose weight might crash the mountain down on us at any moment.
That is a fair concern, so we should get up there quickly. The path diverges. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you'll be so kind to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. In a short while, then. Hi, Kier.
That is a cool monster.
Is that just literally made out of swords or spikes?
Yep.
Huh.
It's a bunch of swords.
Huh.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there.
Same on our end.
You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it? If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
Welcome to Colusia, gentlemen.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Urianger. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
Well, that was quite short.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course.
Well, they consider teleporting.
Master Alphino waiteth for us at Top Run. Thither should we make our way.
Or how about a bigger ladder? No, that's a silly idea. That would never work.
We can just bring the mountain down to us.
Maybe. Oh, I should have been checking my Aether Current. Also, there's an Aether right here. I think I'm gonna visit this a quick bit.
Might be wise.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get directed here anyway, but Oh, so this is where dwarves live.
All I hope. So I think the Aether is somewhere near the ladder.
The Aether Current?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's east of the ladder and maybe south of Amity or something. I'll go look for it later. I didn't expect to see the Chais here, but I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Golg. For this, we'll need to put all our heads together.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vorthry's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmor's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Cid, we are in no position to attempt to refit.
Frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to us!
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder and seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Golg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain.
That makes even less sense.
In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed. Yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
So I was right, bring the mountain to
No
us.
one has ever made one even half that size.
Halfway.
Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex.
Let's take our Vothri and push somewhere else.
Though I suppose
I don't know a good way to word that
if it's
reference.
only
That's
fun
what I was
sticking to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be.
I'm sorry?
I didn't know the best way to word that reference, but that's what I was thinking from the get-go. Some Patrick logic.
Yep.
Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required.
At that point, wouldn't we just be building a tower? Rather than a Talos?
Wait, what am I thinking?
But they
You would
might
still
knock
need a
down the
veritable army
tower.
of people
Just
to do
like
the
they
work.
might knock down the Talos.
Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Oh, let's see. First, we'd need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found in the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It'd be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armorain. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmore is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a Talos of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief.
Just draft up a very carefully worded contract.
That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand. Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
We're the saviors of the world.
Saviors of the world? Are you being serious? Oh, gods, you are.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai. though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
Have the designs ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land and knowledge of the locals. At last I heard no one lives here. We were just in a village with the dwarves. What? A village of Yomoran exiles? But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. Oh, this will never work. Never. I never should have fixed that ruddy lift. I never should have ridden it up yet. Never should have. Never should have. Oh dear. Darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Green. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You'll need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation. Awaken his sense of daring. Choose words that'll best encourage Chinese. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirits sufficiently during the conversation. Oh great, we're a dating sim now. Duty commenced. Chinese is plagued with self-doubt. I can't do it. No one can. A talent of that size. No one's even dreamed of it. Well, Alfie no one struggled to collect firewood. He did. But he's such a capable lad, brimming with confidence. And we're not telling him that there was at the sea of clouds all the way up in the sky where trees are not as plentiful. I suppose even the most capable among us have struggles to overcome. Chinese still harbors some misgivings. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers. And they're not badly likely to give it. Tristle's among them, you said so yourself. Lest you forgot, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. You don't know until you apologize. I'll come with you. If you were there too, perhaps he'd be more willing to accept an apology. Oh wait, what am I thinking? Relying on others to fight my battles. It's disgraceful as what it is, and it might even make things worse. China still harbors some misgivings. In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous talos is impossible, and no doubt a contrition will change that. And even if by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd! It's left certain the change that's come to Yomor. Well, I can't argue with that logic. Enormous as a task is, it's simply a matter of finding a solution to a practical problem. From that perspective, it's not entirely unrealistic. But realistic or no, there's no guarantee of success. There are risks to consider should the venture fail. Imagine for a moment that we fail to reach Valtteri and only succeed in provoking him. In his fury, he may as well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. Oh, I'll protect you. Believe in me. I see what you did there. That's how you win over the masses, with that irrepressible aura of dependability. Very well, you've made your conviction clear. And I'm assured in spite of myself. I won't let my fears get the better of me. It's seemingly unseemly, if nothing else. Shiny is feeling somewhat optimistic. Still, I find it astounding that you can have such certainty given the circumstances. I mean, why did you throw yourself into the midst of such a grueling struggle? To protect those I love? Indeed. What else could compel us to face such dangers? I, too, have someone I wish to protect, with whom I want to live out my days in peace. Chai News is burning with motivation. Duty complete. Yes! Yes! By the gods, I can do this! I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right. Let's head to Amity and speak to the villagers. With Tristal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me here, back in Yulmore. No, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be fit for the divine, if something has been done before, and it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man if not an idealistic creature? It is not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them if they had they given up. Yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. And for the determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believe lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. The desire to make the impossible possible. Darling, like the old days, I would be the first to see your Talos. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. I'm glad my words struck a chord. Shall we? What are you doing there, Kier?
On fate.
I see. I'm gonna go see if I can pick up Aether Current. That should be around here.
Yeah, it's at the takes like pointy bit.
Yep.
On top of the rock. Fail and continue with thing.
What do you mean let it fail? Might as well go succeed.
Alright. There we go. Yay, gemstones.
Yep. You have every right. You have every right to be angry with us. But please, listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Golg, by means of a Talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of the land. That is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignore my desperate pleas and you cast me out, you had the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation. You have every right to be upset. Valtteri is not to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now what we did to you, to full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how to feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you, once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Golg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do it to have nothing to show the others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building. Nay, the history of all mankind. Rest assured, this genius at Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. Quest complete. Ah, wicked white. Is there a problem? You see, I've been promised to people to procure stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. I forgot one rather important item needed to bring a Talos to life, the heart. That's right, the hut! At least he has seen some familiarity with Talos. So, what we're going to design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with which to fashion a hut. We have to be a big one. A hut suitable to bring a life to Talos that will embrace the very firmament. If you seek material for the Talos' heart, I know of people who may be able to assist. They are the Thors, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they'd be willing to cooperate. Indeed, it was one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You'll find the Thors at the village to the northwest, a place called Tomra. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamot. And do not forget to greet him with a hearty lally-ho. Maybe join you. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. That'll be the heart of two of you, then. The variety of wool doesn't matter, so long as it's rich with ether. I'm to have my design complete by your return. Look at them and pick up that aetherite. So we can get here slightly faster.
Because we spent that time getting to the aetherite before.
So this is Tomra. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Crystarium. To now be in the presence of so many. I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Lally-ho! Lally-ho? What sorry excuse for critic was that? Where is your heart, lad? Your stones! Come, let's try it again. Lally-ho! Lally-ho! Is that good? Not bad, not bad. There's room for improvement. Anyhow, now that we observe with the common courtesy, well, you know what are you doing here? The recommendation of the denizens of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thor family. May we speak with Chief Zamot? Why, yes, you may. I am Zamot, and I bid you welcome to Tomra. If it's the folk of Amity who had sent you here, you must have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. Well, well, I thought those below had no fight left in them. I haven't said that, it's not like we know how to deal with your floating volcano and all them sin eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to the pods, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, the kind of will you seek is precious to us too. I'll let you have it only for you to bungle things up and squander it like no amount of ale will wash away my chagrin. First, I need to make sure you're worthy. That means of a trial. Aye, a trial most tricksy, passed down through the line of fall. And what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. Listen well. As you know, we're a mining folk, and the mining life danger's a constant companion. So when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take the mines. As we do by undertaking a trial what tests 3 traits of all good miners can't do without: discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D Mine Runner. Now, look at my help. Mark his features well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves as wear helms but are different. I've already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you. I probably memorize it.
You'll want to shoot to the dwarf that's wearing the cheese as a hat.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Lally-ho! You must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told, in 3D Mine Runner, use a slingshot to shoot them as wear the wrong helm. Nothing with a spot of practice, eh? Nice shooting. Keep it up with the actual trial, eh? Aye, that's the way. Next time it's a trial for true. Let me know when you're ready, eh? Ready for the trial? Right this way then. This time they'll be them as to wear the right helm. Shoot them, you fail. So look carefully forward before you let the stone fly. Search for the dwarf with the wrong type of helm. You may move the camera while zoom in and out. Target the dwarf and use a slingshot. Well done! A fine show of discernment and dexterity. I didn't see any cheese helm. Well done, well done. Trial never lies. You got what it takes to be a miner. Run back along to the chief now. Get on with the putting an end to all this strangeness of late. Did I miss it, Kier?
If we failed the duty, you're boned.
Unfortunate. Also impressive shooting, lad. Consider me satisfied. Alright, it's plain you didn't come this far with luck alone, so I'll place my faith in you and help you find all you seek. You know that Calusia's rich in sulfur? Well, it is. We are mining the stuff since ancient times. And every so often, the said same veins yield what's called Earthseed, a rare ore steeped in magic. Time was, we used to refine Earthseed for this and that, but the technique's been lost. Stuff's still out there to be had though, provided you know where to look. No place is surer than the Duraga's Jewel. Problem is, the site's been occupied by age-old rivals, the Gogs. Greedy sods claim the place is theirs and refuse to let any other bugger near. Oh, and there never was a lot more odious lot than the Gogs. That could go on forever out as hornless whore sons, and then we'd be here forever, and that won't get us nowhere. What it boils down to is this. You want the Earthseed, you gotta deal with the Gogs. Reckon you're up to the challenge? We have dealt with far worse. I'm sure we can find a way to obtain what we need. That's the spirit. Now to help you find your way, I'll one of ours go with you. I'll do it, I'll go with them. You, Korot! Couldn't help overhearing. I knew the Eaters had flocked to Mount Gog, but I didn't know why. I think the last Light One is hiding up there. The fate of Calusia. No, the world hangs in the balance. If I can be of some use to help, then I want to do my part. Your zeal is commendable, lad, but it isn't so simple. This here's Korut. Young as he is, he's one of the village's finest miners. Lad's got an uncanny sense of where to dig, and his aim with a pickaxe as true as any dwarf's. Put him in the thick of battle and he couldn't hit the side of a mine cart if he was sitting on it. If all he needed to do was dig, he'd be a dwarf, but he's liable to become a Sin Eater's breakfast before he can manage a swing. It's true, I'm hopeless in a fight, but I still want to try. Please, please let me go with you. I take care of you, you take care of the ore. Oh, thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden. You want to take Koro? It'd be hard for me to stop you. Keep him safe though, will ya? We'll most likely, assuredly encounter Sin Eaters along the way. Though with you in our company, there will be more spectacle than a concern. We X are casually throwing me under a bus. Oh, never mind, XR's got that one. Yes, but you don't want to eat them. They used to be formerly people. Just as we're about to get there. One last push then, shall we? I'm sorry?
I think in the next classification will be feature turret, which you're not be.
Maybe. Let me damage this. There we go.
Yep.
Duty complete. We're alive! We're alive! Let's hurry inside before any more Sin Eaters come. Right, follow me please. I'll take you to Durga's Tuel, where the purest sulfur in the land may be found. Oh, it's dark here. Oh no, it's a cure.
The spooky ghost.
Oh no, it's Kier.
They can't tell it's me.
No.
You can't see me.
A Kier is scarier than a ghost.
You can't see me, so you don't know it's me.
Oink. Well, I can do that too.
You can. Well, shit. Run away.
If the terrain and the stench are of any indication, we are at the Tuel. Ah! There! The Gogs, with their ugly, unkempt beards. They realize we're here, they'll come after us. Best to take them down first. Let's not be so hasty, Korut. The animosity between your two clans is notwithstanding. I would not resort to violence unless necessary. I will use an enchantment to render you invisible. It will not fool Sin Eaters, but it will suffice to hide you from the eyes of men. While you are thus concealed, do you think you could find the Earth Seed? Aye, I'll dig up the choicest stuff there is. You'll be much obliged. Without further ado then. Huh, I can see through me. Right, a digging we will go. I like how we just stared at an invisible person walking away. Let us not be idle either. Though Korut cannot be seen, he may still be heard. I would aid him by removing some few Gogs from the field. To that end... Sleep Dart. Dream Powder. As you may recall, we used it for the rescue mission at Laxan Loft. We use it in Gilmore too. Truly, seems our alchemist got a little carried away with the latest batch. But if it has been useful in our endeavors, then I have no cause to complain. Now then, I shall make you invisible as well, that you might steal close to the dwarves and give them a dose of dream powder. When someone turns invisible, it's important something. That's the last we'll see of them? Oh no. Hopefully not permanently invisible. That'll make it very difficult for adventuring. Even should it fail to put them to sleep outright, it should render them drowsy enough to seek their beds. Say the word and I will cast the enchantment. Ready to begin? Very good. Should the enchantment fade before you finish tending to all the dwarves, return to me and I will cast it anew. barely keep my eyes open. Oh, there's a sightseeing spot up there.
Get a thingy for you.
Right, I will get that thingy as soon as I get this sightseeing log. There we go.
There's your thingy.
Thank you. All the tools are taken to leave. Good work, my friend. We have done all that we can. Let us await Korut's return. I'm back! This is the purest stuff there is. Think it's enough, or shall I go and dig up some more? I dare say it will suffice for our purposes. You have our gratitude, Korut. Let us carry this back to... You alright? Worry not, I shall be fine. Long as I have been away from the Crystarium, a little weakness is to be expected. I may have also overexerted myself in a moment. To have this rare opportunity, yet be unable to enjoy to the full. Oh, goes there! Oh no, it's a Gog. Ah! That's Glag, chief of the Gogs! You're one of the Thals! I see. Word was our miners were coming back drowsy, one after the next. I immediately suspected foul play. And what should I find here but Thal scum skulking about? It's a spineless act befitting your limp beards. What? I won't stand for that insult. Our beards are soft and luscious and smell like freshly tapped ale. Gog beards are dry and crusty and smell like a knocker's ass. Impudent whelp! Better a hobgoblin's nose hairs than the feeble floppy things you Thals have hanging from your faces. Like oil and water, this is not like to end of its own accord. Do you perchance have some dream powder left? We shouldn't interrupt their conversation. You are a kind and considerate soul, my friend, but I believe we will be forgiven for needing to hurry. Let us put an end to this and be on our way. What the swiven? Snore. Forgive me, Korut, but we need you to be calm as well. I'm sorry. Just when it comes to the grogs, I can't help but see red. You needn't apologize, my friend. You are here on our account, and we have naught but gratitude to you. Now that we have what we came for, however, it is time to take our leave. The Talos awaits its heart. Well, my friend, much as I've enjoyed our time together, I believe it best we split up, that we might accomplish our task more swiftly. I shall see the Earth Seas safely into the hands of Chinese. While I am thus employed, would you be as good to deliver Korut back to Tomra? My thanks. Brief though as it was an honor to go adventuring with you. I shall see you back in Amity. Look, more Aether Current quests. Oh no, this is not an Aether Current quest. These are tribal quests. This one's an Aether Current quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Lally-o! Glad you're back and in one piece. How'd fare with the Earthsea then? I got them all they needed. XIV's on the way to Amity with it now. I got to hear a young court was of help. As it happens, a few others came forward while you were gone, saying they wanted to do their bit as well. Given that you're building a Talos, we reckoned you'd be needed some mining tools. So we went and modified our spare pickaxes for use by bigger folk. Here, take these with you. Should be plenty to go around. What our scouts tell me, there's a crowd gathered at top rung already. Don't see what everyone has a pickaxe to swing, eh? I might as well talk to this one.
Oh.
What oh?
The quest you're doing.
Ah. Oh, gemstone trader.
I'm guessing eventually we'll unlock cooler rewards with the gemstones.
Yeah, you have to do more. You have to do more fates. Oh, hold on. Like, if you go to the travel button, and there's this tab called Shared Fate. If you open that up, it'll show you, like...
Treating data. Oh, so like ranks.
Yeah, so rank 1 gets you the base reward, rank 2 gets you the second tier rewards, and I think it goes up to rank 3. There's a lot of fates involved. I guess those two are the Dwarf Tribe unlock.
Probably. I'm assuming there'll be like 2 parts you have to do, that one and the promo one.
I'm sorry?
I'm guessing you'll have to do that one and the promo one to get tribal unlock.
Probably. Oh, the upside looks like we got all the currents. Well, at least I got all the currents. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
Just not the quest ones. Okay then.
What?
Just like you said, I'm a little further along in the quest.
Ah. Look, people from all over have come to help us quarry stone. And this is even all of them. As we speak, the volunteer Stankard and Green recruit are being escorted to the worksite, and by both Crystarium and Yulmoran soldiers, no less. So as you can see, we have plenty of hands. There's just one problem: we don't have enough tools to put in them. We've been desperately trying to round up more, but we haven't had much luck so far. Well, lucky for you, I have tools to go around. Pickaxes from the dwarves. Shows you to have exactly what we need, exactly when we need it. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and hand them out to everyone so they can get to work. Dwarven pickaxe. Durable pickaxes crafted under thorns. Adapted for use by the bigger folk. Oh, you clearly weren't, and now neither are we. Rest assured we will put these to good use and work very, very hard. Of course, one cannot work on empty stomach, which is why I brought some tasty worms to share. Hooray. As much as we would all enjoy a treat, perhaps the worms are best saved for afterwards? Greetings. You may not remember me, but I'm one of the carers from the inn at Journey's Head. After night return to Amarang, we noticed a change in our patients. The transformation had halted in every one of them. Yay! I can't express what it did to the mood of the place. We were still celebrating. Days later, when who should come about... And who should come about along but Alice? She said that she sought the aid of those who believe in the Warrior of Darkness. We all answered her call right there and then. Of course, some few carers had to remain behind, but as many of us came as we could be spared. I too have great respect for Warrior of Darkness. When we meet, I'll be sure to treat them to a nice plump worm. Worms. Pickaxes! Loads of them. Now we may work all work to our heart's content. Well, I don't have many talents, I do have a strong back. What strength I have, I'll gladly use for the sake of peace. We got the ladder moving again, didn't we? We joined hands, there's no Talos we can't build. I still haven't repaid you and Alfino for saving me. I'm not sure I ever could. But that ain't gonna stop me trying. I'm with you to the end. Come on, you lot. Look lively. In case you're wondering, Goose John is here too. We don't wait to start breaking locks though, so he's gone ahead. Could have at least left us a spare set of tools. Wonderful. Now we can be about it too. Corn isn't exactly my stock in trade, but this time I feel as though my wife will be with me, guiding my hand. So let's make it happen. Let's build a world where everyone can live without fear. Where everyone has a place they can go home to. Right then, let's be on our way. What are you still doing here, Thaf? I thought you brought your own tools. I did. I was about to head off, then I saw Jarek. Oh gods. Oh gods. If this plan works and a giant Talos comes to life. Just imagine the size of the trolley you could push. Imagine it. Are you still raving on about that? How many times do I have to tell you that's not what the Talos is for? Where the hell's would the tracks even go? It's bound to be somewhere. Just need a little imagination. Seeing as the stoneworks is involved, maybe we could have a trolley added to the design. Enough! If you are going to work, and if I hear any more about trolleys from you, I'll have you pushing one yourself. My thanks. With that, everyone is now equipped to work. I think I'll go and join the soldiers standing guard over the volunteers. It'd be a shame if they fell prey to Sin Eaters after all the trouble we've gone to. Right. Let us see that this plan is a resounding success, for the sake of all in Northrend. Well, my friend, it appears that we are the only ones left here. If you've no other pressing task, would you care to accompany me to Amity? There, your stall is overseeing those who will imbue the Talos with magics. Come, let us join them at once. I think I'm gonna take a short break. I'm gonna take a bathroom break, get to kick out the garbage.
Look at you.